We're at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. I'm with Nick Kime, and you are with Key City Foundation.
That's correct.
And I was introduced to you guys a few years ago at my former job and didn't get to work too closely with you. Now I'm excited. I'm going to be doing a lot more to help support what you guys are doing.
That's awesome.
Tell me a little bit about how the program, the foundation started and why.
Sure.
And how Frederick can support you.
Sure. So the foundation started by Randolph Clark. He's the founder of the organization. He started it as an off-season workout program for the Walkersville High School varsity team.
Okay.
So it started at, and it was, I think it was 7 years ago or so. So it's been going for quite some time. And it was just a workout program. They had about like 6 or 7 guys from just the Walkersville program out on the turf. I think they were practicing at TJ Turf. And then over time, like they told their friends, and they came from different high school teams or different rec programs or different club programs. And then it kind of grew from there into a box league. So it went from like summer to fall to then like winter.
Okay.
So then he started a box league for like all those players. And then through just word of mouth and networking, more and more players wanted to join. And now as of today for our fall league, we are up to just over 60 players.
Okay. So this is all lacrosse?
Yes.
And from what age?
So right now we have a middle school through a varsity program.
Okay, okay. And if you guys haven't watched lacrosse or been a part of it or had kids that are a part of it, it's an amazing sport. It's so fun, fast-paced, but
absolutely,
really it's a really great program to keep kids active and moving, and kids who may not want to do football or baseball or whatever. It's a great alternative, and it's also a great training program for kids who are playing baseball and football to give them a different sport to play throughout the year.
Absolutely.
So do you guys focus on, is it really just kind of fundamentals, working out, or what
so
is it?
We do a little bit of everything. So the way that we like to think of ourselves is there's a gap in between the rec program and the high-level club program, right?
Yeah.
So these high-level club programs, and they're great. I'm not a club basher. A lot of my close friends are part of these programs. They're great for getting college recruited players, right? But a lot of people just, for several different reasons, maybe they can't afford it, maybe they don't have the time investment. But we kind of bridge the gap in between the rec and those high-level club programs.
Nice.
From a price perspective. And in doing that, we feel like the club scene has made the sport very exclusive. Right?
It has made
because
it very
the price tag that you need to play and all the gear you need and
where you need to
right,
go
and where you need to travel
and
to.
if you have
right.
other kids, any sport, not just lacrosse, any sport where you're trying to specialize, first of all, a lot of people say the research shows it does not actually help you get better.
Right.
To be honest, you end up sometimes getting different injuries. It's really good to shake things up, but
right.
regardless of what you guys are going to do, it's really tough. Some kids just love the sport and want to continue to play and may not be at that level or even want to commit at that level. So it is good.
Right. So the club scene is kind of making the sport more exclusive, right, from all those perspectives. So we're just trying to look at how we can make it more inclusive for people.
Yeah, I love it.
And so back when I was playing, there was a lot of summer outlets and summer programs available for people from the rec side of things. Used to be a big program called Heroes, and anyone about my age, mid-30s, remember that.
Okay.
And you paid $25, right? You went to the field. They gave you an old T-shirt. It was always a double XL, right? So you had to cut it up and make it fit. But then there was a ton of opportunity to play, right?
Okay.
But now, if you aren't part of one of these exclusive club programs, there's nothing for you. There's no summer league. There's no opportunity to get into these recruiting tournaments. So there was just a big gap. Where are these players doing?
Yeah.
Right. And it's, we like to include everybody, and inclusivity is a big part of what we're about. So we never let price or anything else become an objective. If people need rides to games, right, we can pick them up, we can carpool, we set up carpools.
That's amazing.
And if it's a monetary situation, we understand everyone has a different situation.
Yeah.
So we have a ton of scholarship opportunities as well.
Fantastic. Okay, so you guys provide that gap filler for any player, middle school through high school,
That's
right?
Yep.
And where do you guys practice and play?
So in addition to the middle school and high school, we actually do run free clinics throughout the year.
Okay.
So we just invite everyone out. We'll grab a field. I think the last one was at, Utica. So we ran out of turf field and we just invite everyone in the community to come out and play, try to get sticks in hands. players that have never played before or just
Yeah.
are curious about the sport. So we do cater to that. And we probably had our youngest player out there last time was probably 6 years old.
Oh, I love it.
So we'll supply the sticks, the balls, everything. You have just show up and with a good attitude, and we can do that too. So we try to make sure that while our teams are middle school through high school, like we also give an opportunity for like any level player,
Awesome.
male, female, girl, boy, like that wants to like be exposed to the sport in general.
Yeah, and just try it out. How can Frederick support you guys? What do you need at this point?
So a lot of it, honestly, is our goal is to have the program fully funded, right? And that's a very ambitious goal, right? Because the field rentals and everything is very expensive. And to answer your question about fields, we like to use the high school fields as much as we can.
Yeah.
We have partnerships with a lot of the athletic directors,
Nice.
so we can try to, some of the money that we're using for the field rental goes back to them, right? So we're
Yeah.
kind of helping like the community.
Right.
But a lot of it is it's very expensive, right? So to rent the fields, to enter into these tournaments. So really what we're hoping to get from the community is just support via fundraising. And we put on a lot of good events and fun fundraisers that people can participate in.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome. We do have a lot of community support, but just spreading the word and our mission, I think a lot of people resonate with that.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think keeping kids active is really important, giving them exposure to a sport that they may not be familiar with, giving them an opportunity to play and meet people from throughout the community. I think that's always great. Well, I know your next event is coming up that I'm aware of is the Oktoberfest 5K Fun Run.
That's true, yes, at Baker Park.
Yes, so if you're a runner, you can sign up to that event because that is ultimately going to help.
Yep.
Anything else coming up in the near future that you know about?
If any restaurants would like to partner, we'll try to do some Dining for Dollars initiatives.
Okay.
I think that's something that we want to kind of flesh out a little further through the end of the year.
Okay.
But our biggest fundraiser of the year is the Oktoberfest, and it's a lot of work that we invest into it. So we had a great turnout last year, over 100 runners.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to having a larger turnout this year.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get them to 200 runners. We can do it.
Yes.
This is a running town. Come on, these races get 300-400 people. We can do it. We're going to spread the word. We're going to make sure there are registrations because we would love to expose more kids to this great sport and give them an opportunity to maybe find something new.
Absolutely. And it's not even about the sports either. Like sports, it's not the sport of lacrosse. It's just the aspect of sports. There's so much more to it.
Yeah.
The community you feel, like you never know how far like the ripple of the sport will take you. Like for me personally, I mean, I certainly wouldn't have achieved half the things I have just without being involved in the sport of lacrosse, and it kind of trajectory of my life would be so different if not for sports. And you like to think like there's some people in the program that, especially who knows where they're coming from or what they need. And I think the sport can provide a lot of things for you emotionally and physically and
well, look, I mean, we all know that when you're a part of a team, that it gives you accountability, a drive, gives you support, gives you a family. And, if people are coming from situations where any of those things is not great, it gives them a place to feel comfortable, wanted, needed, and also achieving some things and feel good about what they're able to do. So we all know that sports mimic life, mimic sports. So anytime that we can help kids and get them into something like that, I think it's really, really helpful. Builds a bigger community, better community, and we love that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, the misconception is that like a lower cost equals lower quality. And that's kind of like what the club scene is built up, right? You're paying all this money for whatever, and we're providing that same service. We have, Randolph, he's a national caliber player, plays with Team Philippines. He's been coaching forever at a very high level, right? So we can provide the same sort of solution for a fraction of the cost, and it doesn't have to cost people like a second mortgage to play a sport.
Right.
A sport, it's supposed to be fun and inclusive, so let's make lacrosse inclusive again.
Yeah, we like it. We like it. Key City Foundation, we'll put the website on the screen. Reach out, register for the 5K, donate when you can. Do you guys need like coaches and volunteers?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So anyone with any coaching experience or not that wants to coach or volunteer, that's great. We could absolutely use all the help we can get.
Yeah, we'll make sure and put contact information there too. If you're interested in supporting this organization, they would love to have you. Key City Foundation. Thank you guys for watching.